just got two questions, but I'll do one for now. Hope all is well that side. Just want to ask, does it help, or let me say, do you feel it's an advantage having played Afghanistan in the same conditions you might likely face against Ireland?
Yeah, I think conditions are, you would think, would be relatively similar, but the 2 days of training, I do find them slightly different, but that's in terms of the pitch itself. In terms of the heat, the humidity, things like that, obviously it's been great to get out here earlier and be exposed to it, and it feels a little bit more normal now, even though it's still really hot. But yeah, I think there'll be learnings we can take from that previous series. From a conditions side, there'll be a few learnings that we can take and try implement it into this following series that's to come.
Thanks, Nathan. We'll take the next one from Telford.
Thanks, Missy. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
We can, yes.
Thanks, man. Aiden, just looking at the results against Afghanistan, I think a lot of people won't factor in that it was an experimental side, to say that. And I wonder if does that add to pressure on your shoulders? It feels as if you lose even one of these 5 games against Ireland, you're going to get written up as a disaster. Or am I overplaying things?
I guess people are always going to have an opinion from the outside. What matters to us, most importantly as a squad, is understanding where we are currently and making sure that we fast track our learning through experiences like that, so that we can become ultimately a better team, a squad with better depth, and then start winning games for South Africa. So by all means, we're not here to accept defeats. I think I've said it in quite a few press conferences that I'm not the greatest loser, and neither are the boys in the dressing room. So we're definitely here with a mindset to win, of course, but also to just keep that slightly bigger picture in mind.
Thanks, Telford. Kaniso?
Thank you very much, Lucy. Good afternoon, Aiden. Good afternoon to everyone. Just further to elaborate on Telford's question, how typical is the thin line between winning and developing and using and developing? Because it's very clear what the idea is behind like depth for future IC and other engagements. But also though, as we've seen in the Springboks, that in their development they're able to win, whereas in the box it's tending to be with Proteas. It's a bit on the other end of the spectrum. How thin and difficult a line is that?
Yeah, it is. It's a very thin one. You're right. It's still professional sport where you represent your country and you play with that responsibility and try to win games, of course. So the line is thin. Obviously, as a squad, we've committed to that bigger picture and where we're trying to go. But like you say, hopefully you can learn and grow and still win games of cricket. So that'll be the message, of course, moving forward. And hopefully we can get that right. I mean, there are no guarantees, but every game, there's no point giving guys experience if they're not going to take the lessons and learn. I'm still learning as I'm playing currently. So you take those learnings as best you can and try to let it fast track you as best you can. I mean, if you can ideally learn from that in the next game you find yourself in a similar situation, you make the right decision or you get the execution right, then we as a team will be happy with that.
Thanks, Kaniso. We're going to go Bernard. Just 1 second while I activate that. There we go. Bernard, let me know if you can...
Hi, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yes, there we go.
Good. Hi. Sorry about that. Hi, Aiden. Good evening to you. Just one question from myself. Obviously, you're coming off the back of having lost your World Cup final to India, played Afghanistan, playing Ireland. Speaking to Ireland's coach yesterday, Heinrich Milan, he was talking about a new cycle for Ireland. Is that the same for yourself? Do you feel that as you face Ireland and also subsequently in a few weeks' time, you face Sri Lanka and India? Does starting a new cycle, does it make your task, obviously it's more exciting, but is it more difficult as well as skipper, do you think?
It is definitely a new cycle, yes. I wouldn't say it makes it too much more difficult now. I think it really motivates me to try get the best out of the guys, try give as much info as I can, along with the guys that are relatively experienced as well in the coaching staff. So it's an exciting challenge that we sort of, that's at least how we see it. If you can keep seeing things from the bigger picture point of view, it certainly helps. It doesn't make losses any easier, that's for sure, but we're positive that soon we can get back into winning ways as a team, and ultimately if you can learn and win, that'll be the best of both worlds, I guess.
Yeah, thanks very much. Good luck.
Thank you.
Thanks. We'll go for Dose next.
Aiden, obviously South Africa have got players that can do amazing things, like reach the final of a T20 World Cup. But it seems like when the first choice players are not around, like obviously you were blanked twice in West Indies 3-0 and then lost to Afghanistan, albeit in a different format. What do you think about when you look at South Africa's depth? Are you happy with what's coming through, or is the step between where they're coming from and where they're going to a bit too big?
I think if you look at something like the SA20, we've seen the guys that are here now do really well at SA20, and I personally feel the standard of cricket at the SA20 is really high, so that helps me lean on the side that the guys do have the abilities, of course, and have shown it in a tournament like that where the standard is high. So ultimately you want guys to be going to be involved in their franchises as much as they can back at home, and take the knowledge and the experience with them, the standard of operating as a national team back there, and hopefully that can help grow franchise cricket in South Africa, of course, and the players that are coming through. So I wouldn't say I'm too worried about the level, only because I've seen what guys have been able to do from the franchise system into something like the SA20.
Thanks for those. In the interest of time, we are going to start taking the last couple of questions, starting with Neil. I'm just going to activate your... Here we go. Neil, you'll just have to... there we go. Perfect. Please go ahead.
Hi, Aiden. You said, was it yesterday or a couple of days ago, you're missing the 3 ODIs in order to prepare for the tests in Bangladesh. In days gone by, the only way to prepare for a test was playing against the red ball, I suppose. But given that you can't play a first-class game, I just wondered how you would be preparing, especially for opening.
Yeah, you make best with what you have, I guess. We'll go home, also let the mind rest for a couple of days, and then get into the red ball work. I think we have a pretty good idea of the challenges we're going to face in Bangladesh, and try simulate those conditions as best we can at home. Obviously it'll never quite be the same, but working hard there is certainly better than just going over there and hoping that things go well. So that's the idea behind it, to work on it, obviously work on the bowling as well, get the loads up quite a bit, so that if there's a role for me to play there, I'm confident to do so, and I don't have to cram all the work in once we get there, because the schedule's pretty busy, and it's still important for us as a test team to have really good preparation and give ourselves shots at winning test series.
Thank you.
Thanks, Neil. So we will take the last 2 questions, that being from Alvin and then Zahir.
Can you hear me okay? Yes?
Yes, yeah, go ahead.
Thank you. How do you rate Ireland at the team? And how big a challenge will it be, do you think, in the series?
Yeah, it'll be a big challenge for sure. Like you've heard now, a team that's younger and maybe less experienced, in conditions that are pretty foreign to us, of course. So, and obviously against a really good Irish team, and with guys that are match winners and guys that have taken down any opposition that they've come across. So big challenge for us, an exciting challenge. Again, we as a team want to get back to winning ways. I don't think any sportsman likes to lose, so I'm really fizzed up about the idea of trying to win. and also definitely the bigger picture for us as a squad at the moment, which is growing that depth of players and giving guys great experience that they can take back to where they go and keep sort of operating by those standards to become quality international players.
Okay.
Thanks, Alvin. Then lastly, just wrapping with Sahir.
Hi, that's Aiden. You obviously got some runs the other day, which has been great, but the T20 form, international form, hasn't been that great for the last while. Just how important is it for you to get some runs under your belt in the series, and also just from a captain's point of view to lead, just to help these youngsters settle in when the captain's going well?
Yeah, I've always wanted to try be a captain that leads from the front, of course. So, and that comes through performance. Every time I go out to bat, ultimately I'm desperate to score runs for the team and win games for the team. So I don't think anything changes from there. We understand the nature of the beast, like I've said many times to you guys, and I feel like the prep's been really good. Fortunately, feel like I'm hitting the ball quite nicely. So hopefully things can go well, of course. So we'll see how it ends up going, but yeah, we'll definitely be pushing to put in some good performances for the team to help us win.